there, Caroline here from stylebycaroline.ie. Apologies for the fact that I sound pretty miserable today and look a little bit bleary-eyed. I'm not feeling the Mae West, but it has inspired me to do this video because I figured there aren't many videos out there on what to do in terms of makeup if you're feeling pretty miserable. So I said I'd use myself as a guinea pig for this one. So as you can see, I'm wearing a full face of makeup. It's not really hiding the fact that I'm not feeling too terribly well, but if you saw me without the makeup, you'd probably run screaming. You definitely have switched off the video by this point. So I'd like to share with you just a couple of tricks and a couple of products that I used to make me look sort of human, because even when you're feeling sick, life does go on. You still have to go to work and you still have to look after kids and all the rest of it. So the couple of products I'm going to show you today hopefully will keep you looking human even if you're not necessarily feeling it. So the first thing, the most important thing in terms of makeup, for any time that you're feeling ill, or it could be that you're feeling tired, or you might just be feeling run down, or you might have had a heavy night the night before, the most important thing to remember is that you don't use many products that have pink in them. Because if you're not feeling the best, your skin is naturally going to have quite a bit of pink in it, and your eyes are going to have a lot of pink in them. So you'll see that I'm using a lot of yellow based products which will counteract the natural pinkness that's in my skin today. So first off, before I went near any foundation or anything like that, I used a colour correcting product on my cheeks because I do have a bit of a temperature and I'm roasting hot. So the product I actually used is this one by Giorgio Armani. It's a yellow colour corrector, but unfortunately I only just discovered recently that this product has been discontinued. Why, Giorgio Armani? Why? It's brilliant, but they've discontinued it, so I'm left with my lone little bottle of it now that I must get through. But I have found a substitute for you, which is benefits your bluffing. You see that like that? I'll take it back from the camera a little bit there. It comes in a tube. And it's just a stick concealer, but you can see it's actually quite yellow. Swatch it on my hand, maybe you might be able to see that a little bit better. It's quite yellow. So basically what you do is you dab that onto any area of the skin that's feeling quite red. This is great if you have rosacea or naturally have red skin anyway. This will cancel out that. So just remember to put it on underneath your foundation and not over. So you'll immediately upon application see that the redness has been taken down. You will look a bit yellow, but don't worry, your foundation will counteract that. So today I used a foundation with a kind of yellow base in it. This is the Chanel foundation that I'm constantly raving about anyway. If you naturally have very warm or very yellow toned skin, you mightn't want to go for something that's too terribly yellow. You might just want to go with something that is just fairly neutral. But if you are very cool skin or very, very red and inflamed, go with the foundation that has a bit of a yellow tint in it, which will take all that So that's the foundation. In terms then of concealers, I've used quite a lot today. I started off because I had quite a lot of bags under my eyes, and of course it's inflamed, especially around the sinus area and that. So the first thing that you need to do is use, if you've got dark circles, this is where the one time you're allowed to use a pinky product, use a kind of a pinky concealer just along where the dark circles are. That'll take those down, and then on top of that use a yellow concealer which will take away any redness, and you'll look like you had 8 hours sleep or 10 hours sleep even if you didn't. So a couple of weeks ago you might remember that I featured this product, is the Catrice, it's the Catrice All Round Concealer Palette. This cost me about $3.99. It was cheap as chips in my local pharmacy, but that has a selection of concealers there, including a good pinky one, which one that I used under the eyes, and a nice kind of yellowy one then, and you can mix them up to suit your skin tone, but that's a good bargain buy. Alternatively, I love the Bobbi Brown cream concealers. This is very empty. This is the Warm Ivory. This is a yellow concealer that I use. It's quite good for Irish skin tones because it's quite pale. And then there's a light Bisque as a colour corrector, which is the one I used to take out the dark circles. So this colour corrector was used first, the pinky one, and the concealer was used second. That was the yellowy one. On top of all those, it's important to use some powder. Again, I used a powder with a sort of yellow tint in it. Bobbi Brown do a great range. The pale yellow is the one I'd normally use, but this is by Benefit. This is Bluff Dust, and it's very yellow. which again is going to take down the redness, and it'll have you looking like you've a neutral coloured canvas at the end, I promise. So they're the important base products. Moving on to blush then, I don't recommend that you use something that's terribly pink or that has red in it, because again you'll have done all the hard work in concealing all the red and you're just throwing it back on again. So I like these little ones by Tesco's, by Barbara Daly for Tesco's. This is a little creamy concealer. This is called Rose. It looks quite pink in the monitor there, but it's actually quite browny. And this is a lighter brown one. This is called Whisper, by Barbara Daly for Tesco. So they're nice kind of creamy ones. And when you're feeling sick as well, sometimes a cream is nicer than a powder. But if you are putting on these, put them on under your other powder if you're using a cream blush. I used a powder blush today. This is one by MAC. This is called Harmony. There's a lighter one called Strada, and I can even see in the monitor already that my pink cheeks have arrived back despite all my hard work, but they're a lot less pink with all the makeup than they would have been beforehand, trust me. But go with maybe just a very gentle sweep. You don't want to go OTT. The purpose of your makeup look when you're not feeling the best is to keep it quite light. Even though I've gone through a lot of products today, use them sparingly. You don't want to look like you're coated with makeup, or it'll just look like it's sitting on your face. A couple of other things to bear in mind as well. If you're putting on eye makeup, which I did today, probably a little bit stronger than I normally would because of just messing around with them, just tried a few new products. But if you're putting on eye makeup, keep it quite light and natural. You don't want to experiment with smoky eye colours and the rest when you're not feeling great, because it'll just make your eyes look dead. It really will. There are a couple of things that you can use though. This is just a white eye pencil. You can get them from any makeup brand. This one is MAC, but you can just line the waterline of your eyes with that. It'll make your eyes appear bigger, but it'll also kind of take away from the red look of the eye. It can help. My eyes are just sensitive today from all the congestion, so I didn't even bother with this today, to be honest. If you want to use an eyeliner, go with a brown as opposed to a black if you normally wear black. Brown is a lot more forgiving, a lot less harsh, and just go with a very, very thin line on the upper lid. And keep it as close to the lash line as possible. This is not the kind of day for tricks and fancy things. Just keep it quiet. And the same with mascara as well. Go for a brown mascara. If you're used to wearing black, just take it down a tone, or even just if you've light fair lashes, just go with a clear mascara. It'll open up the eyes and just have you looking that little bit more human. And as I said already, with the eye colours, the eyeshadow colours that you choose, keep them quite neutral, quite natural. It might be a nice idea to go with a brighter colour on the inner corner, as I've done today. Just in the inner corners, which will brighten and lift the eye a little bit. And last but not least then, onto lips. No, I completely cheated. What I'm saying is completely contrary now to what I've actually done. I've used a bright pink lipstick just because it's making me feel good and I like going with strong colours. But it does break the rule of not wearing anything pink or red on the face when you're not feeling too good. So something like this, if you want to go with a pink, a little light pink, is nice, or you know, a lip gloss maybe with a little bit of a brown finish to it. Something that's very natural and very gentle. That's, you even see there in the swatch. That's kind of a browny pink. It's coming up very pink in the monitor, but it's more of a brown. But keeping it just very, very natural. You don't need to go with heavy lip liners, you don't need to go with strong colours unless you're me and just want to break the trend, break the mould even. But yeah, that's about it. But just remember, the overall look you want to go for is quite light. You'll probably be blowing your nose all day and sneezing and all the rest of it, so a lot of your makeup is going to get removed, especially around the nose area, so you might want to carry a little bit of an emergency kit around with you, maybe some extra powder as well, because if you've got a temperature, it's quite likely that your makeup will get a little bit shiny as the day progresses. So that's about it. I hope if you're watching this video, if you looked it up on YouTube and you're not feeling too good, I hope that you feel better soon. And I hope to do a few more videos over the course of today, so you can pretty sure that the next 3 or 4 videos of mine are good. I'm going to sound and look like this, so apologies in advance for that. But yeah, lots of good things to look forward to today. Anyway, that's about it. You can find out more information on my website, stylebycaroline.ie, and I also have a Facebook page too, and Twitter page, so all the details are in the information box below. So I hope to see you there sometime. That's it. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!